Hello guys, this is Sam from HTFX and welcome to another video. Today I would like to talk about New Zealand dollar US dollar, okay? Which is a nice potential pattern it's forming, and I would like to explain it to you guys. Now, first of all, uh, let's talk about, of course, these trend lines, these trend lines are the easiest part of this technical analysis. As you can see, everyone with a little bit of an eye can actually do this, okay? So there's nothing so special about it. So please, guys, don't put into them so much trust. Okay. However, you should always keep an eye on them. Okay, because they actually kind of can work if you use them pretty good. So anyway, so what we have here, we have almost two parallel channels, and the price is acting in between those channels so far. And from the Elliott point of view, Elliott wave perspective, as you can see, this is our last swing high, and the market probably finished something here. Okay, so from this moment, now I need to put here something like uh, a question mark because our count doesn't start from the beginning. Okay, so we have something here that ended here because look what happens after this. Now, by the way, this wave can be a correction and can go up, or it can start a downward bigger trend. We don't know at this point, but what we know is whatever this move was that started from way lower is actually finished here, or at least some part of it finished, and the market is starting to come down. Okay, good. Now, the first question that I have to ask to myself, because we don't know this, the type where we are, okay, because we don't know the what kind of wave that we are supposed to have. Because, for example, if we did have a proper count from the start, which I have for the pair, by the way, you can go back to videos and check them out. But for this particular count, we starting from this so-called up. Okay. Now, of course, for example, on a proper count, if we know we are in the second wave, we know what it can start after this. Yes. For example, if we know that we are on the second wave, we know that the third wave is going to start. Now, in this situation, because we don't know where we are, we don't know what kind of wave we should expect, which is a downside for us. However, even though that is a downside, we can still sometimes make an educated guess of what the pattern might form. Now, look at this from here to go up. Now, you have to ask yourself this question first. Am I looking to a move that looks like an impulsive move or a corrective move? Now, when you ask this question to yourself, in my eyes, I don't see no impulsive move. I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because these lengths of the waves are almost in equal size or similar sizes. I don't see any move that is extended, which is a must if you're looking for an impulsive move. Now that we established that we don't have that, so what I do is instead of doing numbers in one lower degree, I'm looking for letters, which is ABC type of corrective waves. Okay, so and don't forget now that something ended here. Yes, now whatever this move is, okay, it's something on the same degree as this one. So whatever this is on this degree. So if I want to count here on one lower degree, I have to change the degree. Now sometimes one, sometimes two. I don't know. In this case, let's go with one. So let's say this is A, B, and C. A classical zigzag move. Okay, the time A and C is so close to each other, which is what we are looking for. And then we have an X wave here. Now, you may ask yourself, why is this here but not here? Well, because I can make a count here, but also the time perspective is important for us. Now, of course, you can say to yourself, now I'm not saying that this is the absolute correct way to do it. Now, could be this is something like this. In that case, what you have to do is because this will be the X wave, now you will say, okay, this A wave now to the downside took this much time. And of course, my expectation, if I'm expecting another zigzag here, now this should be the time I'm looking for. If I think this is the end of the X wave, then this first, let's change this color. Then we are looking for the yellow one. Okay, so it is important. Now in here, what I was thinking, something like ABCX and ABCDE as a special type of triangle, something like this. Let me change this color as well. I was looking for something like this. This is why I was thinking an X wave here, but can be here as well. It doesn't change so much our count at the moment. Now, ABC, X, and A. Now, of course, as long as the market is staying within the channels, okay, so if you don't break here or go something like this. Now, here's the trend lines somehow helps you, okay? Now, look, what I'm trading here is not the trend line. What I am planning, actually, I'm not trading this, but what I am planning here is not based on the trend lines. It's based on the elite wave count. Okay, here's the trick. I am not trading based on trend line alone. That's not a very good place to trade with. Okay, so do you guys really think that if this breaks and not everyone knows that it will come retest and go, it's market usually, I mean, it works sometimes. It maybe works most of the times, but the times don't work if you don't have money, proper money management and stuff. You will have some troubles with trading anything. Now, of course, now ABC, X, and A. Now, of course, I am expecting a B wave and then a possible C wave for the second zigzag. Now, this is one of the options. Like I said, the time perspective of wave A, it depends on the X wave, and then if it goes maybe more, then I will change, okay, maybe this is not the X wave and here it is, and I will change the count here and go on like this. So this trend line is actually pretty important where we are here. Now if we break to the downside, we have a chance to go down, and we may have something like this for the second zigzag, and if that pattern ends with the second zigzag here, then we will call this pattern from here to here a double zigzag, which is a elite wave pattern that is a complex correction with a small X wave. So this is what is called double zigzag. Now, is that the only option we have? Absolutely not. So maybe, okay, maybe. Now, why I think this is going to be a second zigzag? Well, first of all, let me show you why. Now, if this is the end of the X wave, like how I'm thinking, this is the end of the wave A. I already did it here, yes? Now, what I do is take the fib from here to here, and I check the B wave retracement. And look, we are at least so far, is came and checked a couple of times 50%, but we are somewhere in around here. Now, if that's the case, and we break to the downside, first thing what I will be looking for, if this is a zigzag, a wave after this, if it breaks, of course, we need to take and make a low from the wave A, minimum 1%, because if this is a zigzag, this is what it should be doing. Okay, then I can understand. Then if this does this, then I will say, yes, we have another zigzag. Now, of course, there's another option. Okay, you cannot say this for sure because maybe the market is not doing a zigzag, a second zigzag, but the market may be doing a triangle. So the market can do something like this. Look, wave A, wave B, wave C, something like wave D and wave E. Now look at this triangle in that case, something like this. By the way, I just drove the triangle, like it can be very other different shapes. Okay, but this is just an example. So let's make it a little bit different color. So we will have something like this, and maybe even go like this and go up. Okay, that's another option. By the way, this trend line, this triangle doesn't have to be downward sloping. It can be upward sloping as well. We can have a triangle with a irregular one with a very large B wave. Okay, these are all the options, but these are all possibilities that you have to look for. Okay, you cannot just bet on every single thing that it looks good to you. Okay, that's the key. Now, There's also one more thing that I would like to talk about. Now, this is something that I use for this fib levels. Okay, this is a little bit trick that you can use. Now, why I use this trick? Well, it's because it kind of sometimes helps me to make it doesn't work always, but when it does, it gives you some type of an advantage of what kind of, at least which levels that I can look for my targets. Okay, so what I did here, I did look for this chart, and okay, let me actually delete this time wise. Okay, because it will make this thing a little bit easier. Now, what I'm saying to you has nothing to do with elite waves. So if you're just looking for elite waves, this is not it anymore. So let me actually do like this. Okay, what did I do? I'm sorry. I think I'm like this caveman when using this technology stuff. Okay, now in here, what I saw that we have the length of this wave. Okay, and I use this wave as wave one. I did show this to you before. So what I did is I use this 1 fib. Okay, so this is my 100% point. Okay, so what we have here is one fib. Okay, now what I will try to look for is, do we have any other length like this or in relations with fib levels, so that I can understand that this length has some type of importance for us that I can use in the future for my advantage. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. So this was the one, true. Now, where is the second one? Well, the second one, look at this, from X to A. There's another fib one. Okay. For example, you can look for something bigger if you want. So for example, let's take 161.8 out of it and put it from the start, and look, you will have the C wave here. So in that case, what will I write? I will write here, that's the 1.618. Okay. So this type of shows me what kind of stuff that I can work for. Let's, for example, look at this one. So this one, does it have any relevance here? As you can see, it's 100 to 1.272. So 1.272 fib here. Okay. Now let's look for something smaller. So for example, this one. Does this have any relevance in our chart? Look, this one doesn't, but it also this depends on where you look. Look, if you look from here to here, okay, which in this case we have almost 80%. Okay, let's say that this one doesn't have it. Okay, but let's look, for example, 618, and let's try to see if we have some type of relevance here. So from C wave, okay, actually let me tune it like this little bit. Okay, so it will be easier. So from C to first wave here, from here to here, from here to the first high, we have 0.618. Okay, or we have something like this here. Does this have any importance? Is the 50%? So anyway, you get the idea. After this, I will not do anymore. So you get the idea. Okay, now how do I use this? Well, for example, it looks like another 50 from here to here. Yes, we have the 50, and also it from here it has the 50, and also this 50 is exactly this 50 as well. And so what I would like to see is, what I like to do is this. For example, if this breaks and this where it goes, yes, does this have Fibonacci importance for us? For example, if it break this trend line, look at this. Where we go, where we have this double top formation, we will have a double bottom formation. So if we go and break here 3.8 to this, so I may think to myself, okay, this can be because of this Fibonacci relation as well of those of market geometry waves, I can use it like this as well. Okay, it makes sense. Or what I would like to see is, do I have from here to here, if we have the double zigzag idea, or it can actually make a triple zigzag as well in the future, we don't know. Now, does this have some type of importance? So let's try 1.272. No, it's too much. Can we have 1? So if we have a 1, we don't quite make it. Okay, so I cannot say this is a relevant point, but at least I can use. Actually, I am surprised that it doesn't touch. Let me try this again. Okay. Well, if it takes, what I can say is this. Okay. What I can show it to you guys is this. Look, it's something interesting. Look, this was the time taking. Yes. Now look at this. What I will show it to you. This what I'm taking. If this breaks sooner, okay, and I put this time. Okay, look what I will do, and look at this. Now I will do it like this. Okay, no, look. Wait, I will show you. Look, I will just take this time and put it here, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm actually from 0.2, 1.272, and like this, yes? So I'm just making this way as time. And look at what it will come. Voila. So this is the type of stuff that, look at this. Then it means, of course, this means that this is the correct way to where to put the X wave. Okay, if it does this, then I will say this. So the time and price together is the most important stuff that you can use in your trading. Now, can I say, of course, this means like this? Absolutely not. So what if this price goes up like this more? Well, then I can at least have an idea from here to here something, and then we will have maybe C wave, or we will not. Maybe we will have a flat. In that case, we should our B wave will not be here, and it will go up a little bit more. In that case, maybe from here to here, you can have some type of with this trick, what I showed you can have some type of ideas of where it can go. Okay, so I hope this makes sense, guys. And nothing I say is financial advice. It's all for your education. If you wanna take a education lesson from me on Elite Waves, you can definitely contact me, and I would be very glad to help you. And I hope you like this video. Nothing I say can be financial advice. They're all for educational purposes. And thank you so much. And I would like to see you all on the next video. Peace.